I'm looking at the camera like I look at you guys.
Eye roll. There it is. We can start the video.
All right, hey everybody. We're gonna keep it short and quick and fast paced for you today, maybe.
Just give us a click track.
Yeah, it's on tempo, baby. So we're opening up, we're talking about honor. So that's what we talked about last night. If you didn't watch the sermon from last night,
Pause.
Yeah, pause it, go watch it.
It's the video right before this one
Yep.
on our YouTube.
Yep, it'll be Luke's face.
With 1.7 million views.
Yeah.
12.
Yeah, okay. So we're gonna open up just with a question that has maybe a tiny bit to do with this, but maybe not a lot to do with this. What is your biggest pet peeve?
People who lie.
Wow, that's intense. I feel very dishonored when the person sitting next to me chews with their mouth open.
Yeah.
Oh, it gets me.
I hate when people don't own up to a fart. Like, if you fart, just, it's me.
Fart denier.
Just let people know that
So
you
we call
farted.
them.
I'm not mad at someone who admits it.
Nobody likes
I'm mad when someone lies.
Nobody likes a fart denier.
So you don't like people that lie either?
Specifically.
Yeah, very, very specifically. Yeah.
deal.
Oh, second one.
Well, you didn't say we got two.
Well, we don't. I'm just making a new rule for myself. People who share their new avatar on Facebook.
Oh, I have a second one.
yeah.
People who make up rules for themselves.
Oh!
Dave, what's our first question or second question for
Getting
you?
real. Make your sad face.
We were just practicing sad faces, so here we go. This isn't sad, this is creepy.
Oh gosh.
All right, that's not gonna make it in the video.
Fair
but
enough.
okay.
That better make it in the video.
Can you make, they do sad eyes.
I'm bad at that. I can't do it. Okay, so we'll not open it up. We've already opened up, but let's do real questions now.
Yes.
Real talk.
First, can you just give us quick synopsis, like what is honor and what does it mean?
Yeah, so honor is simply like the concept of promoting, elevating, adding value to how we look at someone, how we treat someone, how we respect someone, and really can even go to like into things, like you can honor things, but specifically Scripture gives us real clear instruction about who we honor. You know, we honor people that have a specific role in our life. One of the things that I said in the video this week was, you know, we don't have to agree with someone to honor them. And I think that's really crucial because I think we have this idea that as long as you're helping me and you're providing for me or you're providing something that I like or love or appreciate, then I respond by honoring. And Scripture would call that respect. And respect and honor are a little bit different. Bible's real clear about honoring. Like there are distinct people that require honor from us because of the position or the placement that they have in our life. And you know, sometimes we just miss out, I think, on what God's trying to do in us and through us because we dishonor, but kind of in the scriptural way, we either dishonor by tearing down, but we maybe even dishonor by treating as common or ordinary.
Cool. So with that, you kind of gave some examples in the sermon about people that a lot of us maybe dishonor, and how that's not necessarily what God calls us to. So now we're going to actually go through and answer the question, who is it difficult for you to honor? Or who is it difficult for me to honor? So I don't want to go first, so because I got to make sure I get to say the right answer. So
That's fair.
So who is it difficult for you guys to honor?
So for me, it's you weren't talking, so I was going.
I know.
Pull it together, Barnes.
Trying.
Oh, no.
Stop looking at me and I'll be better.
Tell me when you're ready.
I just feel giggly.
Not the part of the video where we're going to be doing.
I know.
Oh, you have trouble honoring your dad? That's hilarious.
You've got daddy issues? Oh my goodness.
You hate our president? It's okay. That's fun. It's so funny.
Edit. Okay, I'm good.
You're good.
So, who is it hard for you to honor?
Like for me, it's difficult to honor someone who's in a position of maybe like authority when I don't easily respect the decisions that they make. Like that's tough. It's tough to say, I really don't agree with you right now, or I really don't think you're doing a good job, but I still know that I have to honor you. And for me, that's a difficult one. And I would say that's probably difficult for a lot of people. I mean, if you're on like most social media places where there's a political platform, like people struggle to honor a president, a governor, a mayor, law enforcement, like so many things that they don't necessarily agree with. Well, I don't want to honor them. And I think
Yeah.
as Christians, like we got to be able to sort that out. Like God didn't say like honor people that do things for you. God says honor people that are in these positions because of the position they hold. So, even though I don't agree with everything, I still got to get past that and say, you know what, I love Jesus and I serve Jesus. And because of that, I'm going to honor the people that I know I need to honor.
That's good. I think I have a hard time honoring people who maybe have different standards or expectations for themselves than they do for other people, or maybe aren't consistent in the way that those are lived out, because it seems, I like fairness, and it seems unfair to hold someone to a standard that you're not willing to keep yourself. I don't know if that makes sense.
I think mine, and this is super vague, but like people I disagree with, I have trouble. So like if I like think or know someone else is wrong about something, I lose honor in that moment. I'm just like, nah, I can't honor you because I don't agree. You know what I mean? And that's just a vague answer for all of these things. But that, for me, like that's the hardest people to honor are people I disagree with.
It's good.
So,
It's good.
all right, what's our next question?
I think probably a good follow-up to that is, so how do you honor those people?
That's good.
I was asking you.
But, well, I think for me is like recognize it first. So like I need to be more self-aware and realize, wait, I'm dishonoring this person for no good reason other than they disagree with me. And maybe that could be like I could see some pride in myself by thinking, well, no, I'm better than this person because I think the right thing. In reality, it's shaped by perspective, and I need to recognize that first and then do something about it by showing them honor. So I guess the next question is how do you show someone honor? But
Yeah,
you
I
wanna
think.
answer first?
No, I think that like something that we talk about around here on our team is like separating what someone does from who they are. And just because someone may not follow the standards or expect something different from someone else, which was what I said earlier, like doesn't mean that I don't still need to honor them, and their choices don't dictate how I respond. I have the power to choose for myself how I respond to someone, and that's across the board in any situation. No one can make me feel or make me do something. How I respond is my choice and my responsibility. And so I think, like you said, recognize, and I think the second step is to be intentional in choosing to say no. Even though I feel this way about this person, this doesn't mean that that's true, and that means I can choose to respond in a way that honors them even if they don't deserve it.
Yeah, that's great.
It's good.
All right, step 3, Luke, go ahead.
So step 3, how do you honor people? For me, like I think it starts with that reminder. Like we talk a lot of times about forgiveness. Like you sometimes have to remind yourself to forgive someone that's done you wrong, and there's days where that's harder to do than others. I still, there's those markable moments I think in our lives, and I still have a markable moment being in high school and having a basketball coach that I didn't honor at all. Like at least in my mind, I didn't want to, because I didn't like the way he approached people. I didn't like the way he treated me or some of my friends. And I remember like this one time towards the end of the season, my dad sits me down and like sits down with the coach and has this conversation to say like, this kid has busted his butt for you, and he's given you nothing but honor, and this is how you've treated him. And like for me, like there was that, like I didn't realize like that was just my upbringing to honor people in those positions, but like it was a noticeable, markable thing, like to have that conversation, and the coach to even acknowledge like, yeah, I do appreciate you have honored me. And like that's been like a reminder for me, like when someone says something or does something I don't agree with, like I still flash back to that little tall scrawny kid in high school that like had that conversation with his dad and the coach, and remembering like this is a big deal. Like this is important to always make sure I'm doing my best, even when I don't want to honor people.
And I think like sometimes people notice the dishonor when you respond in that way more than what maybe caused it.
Yeah.
You know,
true.
like if you had been disrespectful to that coach, people would have noticed that, but they may not have noticed how he's treating you.
Yep, absolutely. And I think there's a part of that too where it's important that people do notice that, because oftentimes our behavior gets kind of unnoticed because everybody's disrespectful, everybody's dishonoring.
Yeah.
But I think part of that shining the light of Jesus does
Yes.
fall in the category of like, even though
Right.
you still honored, like there's something to be said and noticed about that. And that's not why we do it. Like we don't honor people, so we're like, look
For
at
the
me,
credit.
look at me,
Yes.
I honored everybody.
Dang, I'm so good at honoring
Yeah,
people.
it's like
I'm the
Moses.
most humble person in the world.
Okay, Moses.
That's great.
So,
So I think, I was thinking like, if we're talking to students right now, people that may be difficult for you to honor, and I feel like on the top of that list a lot of times is parents.
parents.
And I think that there's a lot of reasons for that. But one, I think, thing that I've thought about a lot when it comes to honoring parents is like, when the Bible said honor your father and your mother, it didn't just say to do that when you live in their house. It doesn't just say as long as you're under their care. Like, it's telling me that as a grown adult with my own family that I'm still supposed to honor my parents. And one of the ways that I think about doing that is by living the way that they taught me how to live, treating people the way that they taught me how to treat people when I was in their care, when I did live at their house. And that shows respect for the way that they raised me, to be able to live that out now in my life. So I don't know what you guys think, like who else is difficult for our students to honor, but I think parents
Teachers
can be
probably,
Yeah.
teachers / coaches if they've done something wrong to you. And I guess one thing that I kind of think about when you give someone honor, sometimes if you really dislike that person, you feel like you're giving them praise, or and it makes other people like them more or whatever. And in reality, like it's not. The honor is not just, it's not for them to indulge in. It's not for their good necessarily. It's just doing the right thing and showing honor to that person.
Sure.
So you're not like giving them extra power and giving them something. It says a lot about who you are when you honor people.
Yep.
So
And I think to me, like, honor fits into that category like encouragement. Like, I have a discussion in our house often, like, you need to be more encouraging. And the response is always like, well, Dad, I'm not going to tell her I like her shirt when I don't like her shirt. I'm not going to lie to her. And that's it's not what honor is. It's not fabricating some statement to make like someone feel honored.
Yeah.
A lot of times honor is as simple as appreciating. And like, I don't care who you are. I don't care how the relationship is. You can always find something
Yeah.
you appreciate about
you
somebody.
can find something.
And there's a great way to turn your heart and turn your perspective just in acknowledging and even verbalizing like, hey, thank you for. I appreciate that you did. And I think in our society, we miss that a lot. I think there's a lot of honor that can be elevated and people that can be honored just by just publicly thanking people and publicly like, just that offering that appreciation of, hey, I appreciate what you did there. Like, Dave put together a really great video for our service this week. And I want to honor Dave by saying, man, that was a great video.
So good.
Thanks, appreciate it.
So, that's just an easy way to honor people.
Yep. So now you guys know every single thing you'll ever need to know about honoring someone. So you can be perfect now, okay? We believe in you. I'm just kidding.
That's not how that works.
Now you know some things. You've got a foundation. So go out there, honor people.
And I think
we'll see you later.
I would even add to that before you say see you later.
Okay.
Dishonoring is treating something as common or ordinary.
Yeah.
So don't think of like you have to get this huge blown out of proportion, put up a big banner in your yard to celebrate your mom. Like,
Yeah.
what are the extraordinary things you can do for your extraordinary mom? Like,
Yeah.
like just the simple things. The simple things you can do to honor your parents, to honor those in authority, to honor leaders, and to honor God.
Yep, that's
Yep.
great.
Great.
Have a
Keep it
good rest of your
simple.
week, guys. Peace.
Bye.